Stands vary in their abilities. Some take the form of objects with increased capabilities, while others can manipulate aspects of reality itself. They all depend on the user, however, as stands are a manifestation of the user's fighting spirit, or spiritual energy. The one group of users who always seem to get a plethora of the most powerful stands, however, is the Joestar family. Whether it's time manipulation or infinity, the Joestars always seem destined for greatness. But this had me thinking, which Joestar has the strongest stand? And would they be able to defeat the others in one-on-one combat? Now I'm only considering the stands and their abilities themselves. Regardless of how powerful a stand is, the stand user's intellect and determination can always change the tide of battle. This list is mostly my opinion, so don't kill me if you heavily disagree.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Hermit Purple right off the bat is the weakest stand of all the Joestars. It basically acts as a rope that can be used to grab objects, swing around, or incapacitate opponents. The vines of Hermit Purple are decently strong, as they can support the entire weight of Joseph. When it comes to his offensive potential though, it's low in that regard. Hermit Purple acts as a medium for Hammond-based attacks, so it can at least cause some damage with the right user. Hermit Purple is not really meant for combat, as its main purpose is to reveal information, whether that's with cameras or TVs. Star Platinum is the first humanoid stand we see a Joestar possess. Right off the bat, its speed and precision are immense, being fast enough to catch point-blank bullet fire and keeping up with Silver Chariot, who's been implied to attack at the speed of light, meaning Star Platinum's speed and precision can keep up with attacks moving at light speed. Star Platinum's eyesight also works in tandem with its precision, showing when he was able to see and catch Steely Dan's stand, which was almost microscopic in size. Not only can Star Platinum react to light speed attacks, but it can also attack at massively hypersonic speeds, being fast enough to cause after images with its movements. When it comes to raw strength and power, Star Platinum can easily send people flying with a single punch, and bend steel with its bare hands. Its most impressive feat by far is keeping a falling road ruler at bay with just its fists. A road ruler which also had Dio and the world punching down on it, a stand whose strength was on par with Star Platinum. Star Platinum throughout Stardust Crusaders was clearly holding back most of the time, as it was easily able to break Dio's skull with a single punch and leave gaping holes in his body. Star Platinum's most dangerous tool in its arsenal though, is its ability to stop time for a few seconds. The activation of the ability is almost instantaneous, showing when he was able to stop time while being shot at close range by a sniper rifle, whose bullets move at speeds of Mach 3 to 5. The amount of seconds it can stop time for has changed throughout its appearances, but once caught within time stop, there's no defending against it, giving Star Platinum free reign to dish out a killing blow. Crazy Diamond is the stand belonging to Josuke in Diamonds Unbreakable. Crazy Diamond has speed comparable to Star Platinum, as it was also able to catch point-blank bullet fire. In the strength department, Crazy Diamond can easily punch a hole through your average man and break the guard of Star Platinum. Crazy Diamond's main ability is returning an object or person to a previous state in their history. This has mostly been used to heal people. Regardless of if they have a hole in their chest or severed limbs, Crazy Diamond can always heal them. Repairing broken objects is also something Crazy Diamond can do, regardless of how many little pieces they've been broken into. The distance of the fragmented pieces also don't matter. Crazy Diamond's restoration will always make their way back to it. It's worth noting, however, that a user cannot heal themselves with Crazy Diamond for whatever reason, but despite this handicap, Crazy Diamond's restoration properties have a unique application in combat, such as the ability to trap an individual within an object by restoring it around them. Stone Free is shown to be one of the most versatile stands amongst the Joestars. Its strength is equivalent to a small meteor hitting you at full speed, and is fast enough to deflect bullet fire. Stone Free's main ability though is creating and manipulating strings. The strings are precise enough to grab large objects from afar, and they can pick up sounds from far away. They can weave into small openings, allowing a better grip on certain objects. A user of Stone Free can unravel their bodies into string, and often unraveling in the body can cause one to easily avoid fatal blows by letting the attack pass through them. They can also hide themselves in small openings. When it comes to offensive capabilities, The strings can be compacted to a single point, allowing for harder hitting attacks. They're also sharp enough to completely cut off small body parts. The strings can be formed into a net to both incapacitate opponents and protect its user from certain attacks. Gold Experience's main ability is to infuse life energy into any inanimate object, manifesting a plant or animal out of it. The plant or animal pretty much behaves like their real-life counterpart. When the plants or animals created by Gold Experience are attacked, the damage they would have taken are redirected to the aggressor, making anything Gold Experience creates pretty much invincible. Gold Experience doesn't only recreate life, body parts and organs are also shown to be something it can do, allowing a user to bring back any limb they may have lost in the heat of battle. Gold Experience is not very powerful compared to stands like Star Platinum, but it has a unique ability to make up for its lack of physical power. When punched by Gold Experience, one can be infused with so much life energy that the world around them seems to slow down. This is only the case for the mind, however, as the body of those affected become unable to move and react for a short time. Gold Experience can also infuse something with so much life energy that they basically go through their entire life cycles in a few seconds. It's unknown if it can do this to humans, but it's not far-fetched to say it can. Tusk may seem simple at first. Its initial power was firing individual fingernails like a bullet, with varying degrees of power, being able to cleave through opponents with high levels of precision. Tusk gains the additional ability to hone in on targets. When the nail bullets hit a certain target, they create a sort of hole in space, which immediately pursues its targets for a short time. Once hit, they inflict an immense amount of damage on its target. If a user of Tusk shoots themselves with a nail, they can enter the hole in space I mentioned earlier. They can then maneuver parts of their body anywhere on the battlefield for surprise attacks. Those who try to touch or enter the hole will be dealt with an immense amount of damage. Later on, Tusk unlocks its final form. While in this state, Tusk is almost unstoppable, being able to open dimensional holes at will, and briefly moving through time stop, and tearing away our protective barriers. Its most terrifying power, however, is inflicting an infinite spin on those it touches. Once hit, an individual's body will spin forever until they die. Even hopping to other bodies won't help, as the infinite spin pursues them forever until they die. Soft and Wet is the newest Joestar stand we've seen so far. In terms of abilities, Soft and Wet has the power to generate bubbles. These bubbles can carry people and objects, but their main purpose is to steal properties from an object. For a certain amount of time, the bubbles can steal someone's eyesight, blinding them, an object's temperature, and someone's friction, causing them to become slippery like ice. They don't seem to have a limit to what they can steal. When the bubbles pop, they can release a ton of energy similar to an explosion, hurting those who come in contact with them. If an object is already within the bubbles, them exploding will launch the objects towards an individual like bullets. Infusing the bubbles into skin allows them to be detonated within someone, causing a huge amount of internal damage. The bubbles go through a sort of upgrade later on. They can now phase through objects and instantly erode anything they come in contact with. It's basically like a projectile version of the hand, or mini versions of vanilla ice. But with all the main Joestars covered, which one has the strongest stand? Is it Star Platinum's superior strength and time stop? Or perhaps Tusk's infinite rotation spin? Well, it is in fact none of these. You see, I forgot to mention Gold Experience Requiem, the evolved version of Gold Experience after getting stabbed by a stand arrow. GR has all the abilities of normal Gold Experience, but with one new additional power, the ability to reset anything back to zero. When GR senses anything that can harm its user, its ability activates. Any form of attack, no matter how powerful, simply never happened. Visually, it looks like time itself is reversing, but it's more like the opponent never even attacked in the first place. If Star Platinum attempted to use time stop, GR can make it so the ability never even activated. The infinite rotation spin, well, that never even fired. The game was basically rigged from the start. GR can solo every stand on this list and send them to an infinite loop of death. But okay, if we didn't include GR, who has the strongest stand? Well, then it would be a tie between Star Platinum and Tusk. Star Platinum's time stop ability is pretty much unstoppable. Once caught within it, you're basically at its mercy. We've seen that Tusk can briefly move through time stop, but that doesn't matter much in the grand scheme of things. But if there's ever an instance where Star Platinum is hit by Tusks, it's pretty much over from there, as there's nothing anyone can do once they start their infinite rotation spin. So in a fight between these two stands, it mostly comes down to who can land a killing blow first. Overall though, Gold Experience Requiem has the strongest Joestar stand by far,